Hi there, my name's Karen Dahlman, and this is Rodney, my board partner.
Hi there.
So I'm going to be excited to announce one of the speakers and presenters at Sage Paracon UK. It's the most exclusive paranormal convention in the United Kingdom. So I wanted to get on here and talk to you about ouija boards, talking boards, spirit boards. That is my expertise. That's the area that I've been working in for many, many years. And I'll be there at this convention presenting on this topic. I'm going to be talking about the Ouija board revealed, all about it, everything you want to know from the very beginnings to modern day times, as well as my own odyssey and journey of using this tool. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was, does any board work? Does any board work, Rodney?
I haven't found one that doesn't work, or we haven't done one together that doesn't work.
Very true, and we're even talking about the homemade boards. So if you guys don't have a Ouija board and you're coming to the convention, by all means, make your own and bring it. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do that today.
Yeah, don't go out and buy one. Make one, inexpensive, efficient, effective, and bring it with you.
That's right, and I will be selling boards there too, so if you decide you just gotta have one, I'll have them there, but I want everybody to get used to the concept that this is just a tool. You're the reason why they work, and that therefore you can make one out of your own creative mind, your own creative imagination, any way you want.
What board are you bringing?
Well, I'm going to bring a few smaller boards. I think I'm going to probably bring, I'm not quite sure yet, but probably glow-in-the-dark Ouija, the winning moves Ouija. Oh, and
what are you selling?
I'm going to have to bring my all-time favorite 1972 circuit board. We'll be selling the Talking Board Historical Society boards there. I'm going to bring a bunch of those for sale. And what I always say to somebody, they go, well, Karen, what board should I buy? And I say, why don't you make one to start? So you get used to the concept of even using this tool, and then buy one that you feel you resonate with. But we'll talk about that a little bit more while I'm also there at the convention. Anyway, I hope you come out. Looking forward to meeting you. I'm also looking forward to working with you on the board you bring and even the ones you make. So let's get started.
Let's go.
Do you wonder why I have this paper sack here? Well, you know why.
I know why, but I love the story of how did you come about just doing this?
Well, I'll tell you.
Paper sack.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. This is a paper sack, you guys. Years ago, many years ago, I was using this tool, and I only had one board back then. We're talking like 20, 30 years ago, maybe longer. Anyway, I didn't have a board with me, and people would say, well, let's use the Ouija board. And I said, well, I don't have mine with me. I said, I know what I could do. Give me a paper sack. Everybody has paper sacks, right? Or cardboard or something laying around, pizza box. So I took this paper sack, cut it open like this. Trader Joe's. And look at this. On the other side, I just quickly wrote. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I like to use yes and no sometimes, the letters of the alphabet and the numbers. I don't write goodbye, but you could. I do say goodbye, but that's not necessary. You can draw pictures on here. This, you guys, my friends, is the easiest, quickest, most effective, efficient few seconds to make this board, and then you can use it.
Talk about inexpensive.
Talk about really inexpensive, and then you recycle when you're done. So, for example, let's say we took this out. Okay, we're going to be talking today also about planchettes, indicators. You could really use almost anything. This, you guys, if I don't know if you remember these or not. The IBM compatible computers, you could put little CDs in there. I used to use these for my business. I would use them as like business cards, and you could put information on there for people. So watch this. Let's put our fingers on here. Good. Let's just do 2 fingers, and you hold it down with me. Okay. This, now I'm going to let you know, we always say a prayer. We do a breathing exercise. We set our intentions before we use this tool. We've already done that. We're just not going to do it here with you. We've already done that ourselves. What we're going to do is we're going to continue a conversation we've already been having with this different spirits with whom we communicate. Come to the event, and I'm going to tell you all about these guys. Okay, so here they go. This is them. And so what we do is we just go ahead and let them write, and then I spell out. And they're going to just say something really briefly to us here. Using this, a CD, as the indicator. B. Oh, they don't want to be. Okay, they don't want to be. There we go. L. I, V, I, N, G. So how it works is they just have to put the letter in the middle of this little opening circle. O, N, T, H, I, S, M, Y, S, T, I, C, A. So you notice we have to hold it down with our fingers because that's the only drawback. L, of using paper. M, you might have to tape it down to the table, but that's okay, you can do that too. This is just a way to get started with this tool. A, G, I. If you notice, we're just using 2 fingers too, each of us. C, actually I think I'm using 1. A, but if you notice, this works. L, I, S, L, A, N, D. Okay, for us, when we use this tool, it'll be different for everybody. When they're done communicating, they stop here in the empty space in the board, and that's how we know they're done with that phrase. So this is what they said. Living on this mystical, magical island. Oh, the UK.
No.
Oh, this is for you guys now. So I want to talk a little bit more about the planchettes, the different planchettes you can use. You don't necessarily have to have it made out of a certain thing. This is just easy. If you have these old CDs, DVDs, even bigger ones laying around, these slide really nicely. They work great on cardboard, poster board, this kind of paper. So I want to give you guys some ideas of things to try, just to make this fun for yourself until you know what board you want to buy. What else? We have another board we're going to try.
What if we made one out of cardboard?
I think that's perfect because I have done that. You want to show?
Yeah, run grab some cardboard. Oh, wait a minute.
You have some right here.
Look here.
So this one, you guys, I just took some old cardboard I had and I went ahead and made it to look like one of the original ones. This is actually fashioned after a board that was back in the 1890s, pre-ouija, and I just want to make my own. So just, look, cardboard, gets out of a box. This was probably in some kind of packing. I just took a felt marker and just went ahead and tried to mimic what that old board looked like. They said good evening, good night back then, the yes and no, and they actually included the ampersand and also the period and comma, which is kind of cool. So when you make your own boards, you can include question marks and slash symbols and other images on there. So just be creative with it. Look, again, they all work.
They all work.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because it's not the board, it's the users, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's the energy of all of us working together. He and I, Rodney and I, connected together to work with the spirits that we're communicating with that make this work. It's our own desire. It's our own beliefs about it. It's also our own energies that connect, and it helps make it work. So that's why any board can work. And if the board's not working, it's just that you need more practice at it. It does take time. You know, I've been doing this for quite a long time. It does take time to do it, and if you just stay with it and practice enough, it will start to work. Any suggestions that you'd like to give them? Because Rodney's been doing it for about almost 5 years now. What would your suggestions would you give?
When you first start, you just have to suspend belief. You just have to relax and let it flow. And I don't know. I mean, you've been doing it for so long. Having done it with you made it maybe somewhat easier for me. But at first, it was all gibberish. And then after doing it several times, a word here or there, and then pretty soon it just started to flow.
And you just stayed with it too. You sat there at the board with me for an hour or two at a time, and when it was spelling gibberish, and just staying with that, and then eventually it starts to spell. I have met people that it may not work at all. Then again, that's not your tool. But listen, you bring your own boards and bring them with you to Sage Paracon in the UK. We can sit down and try your board, and it does help to work with somebody who's had a lot of experience with this. Because I understand how the movement feels like, and I can help learn to train you to feel that subtle movement if you haven't used a board before. So, okay, let's talk about this board. This is cardboard again. I find it's a little heavier. It sits down the table nicely. I'm not spending a lot of money. This came out of a box. It cost me nothing really other than what I bought inside the box. Or if you eat pizza, you guys, take a pizza, old pizza box. I used to do those all the time.
Do they have pizza in the UK?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just kidding.
On that magical island where I shall soon be. By the way, the dates of Sage Paracon are November 8th to the 11th. The 10th and 11th is when the speakers are speaking, but the 8th and 9th, we've got some really cool events planned. A medieval dinner, as well as we're going to do an investigation in the Coombe Abbey Hotel. It's going to be fun, so I hope you guys come out. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about planchettes. This is just a plastic lid that you can use. Any kind of plastic lid works. I like to cut a little hole indicator, which is where I look through to see the different letters, their numbers. Look at this, you guys. Who doesn't love their crystals? This is a rose quartz. I love this one. It's really pretty. So I like it because it's smooth too, so it'll flow really nicely. We'll show you that in a moment here. Look, who doesn't have shot glasses, you know?
Everybody.
But don't mix your spirits and spirits. Ta-ta-ta.
Ba-dum-bum.
There you go. So anyway, this works too. This works really nicely. We've even used this tape recorder, which is our little audio recorder that we've used down like this and used it as an indicator. Many things work, you guys. Let's try this. So what we thought we would do, exclusively and especially for you, those who are coming to this event, we're going to get a message right now from the spirits with whom we speak, and we're going to use these different planchettes and let that message come through for you. Yeah, we just got a precursor of a message, but let's see what else they have to say, specifically for you in the UK and those who are going to be attending this incredible event, Sage Paracon 3. All right, so let's start. Let's start with this. So this, you just look through the middle. I'm going to use, I think, just one finger. All right. Here we go. And Rodney's going to use one finger too. O. So nice as that moves. In. C. And again, I'm just looking to see if they're right over that letter. E. T. H. E. H. O. M. E. O. F. M. A. This actually slides really nicely, you guys, in. I highly recommend you try this. Why? Let's go ahead and switch. Hold on a second, you guys. We're going to switch one of these and use a different one. This one, what'd you think of that? Because you
I like that. It's fun.
Yeah, and it's fun just to do one finger. When you start, I really recommend use something lower to the table, and something maybe that has you could put more fingers on, just so you can connect with it more and give it more energy. So let me use this one next. Okay. So we just, again, they have to put the letters inside this hole, and then we'll know what they're writing. Go ahead, you guys. Thank you. M. A. G. G, I, C, A. And if you notice, I write with my right hand and do this with my left hand. I just have one finger on. L, C. And it's good if one person calls out the letters and also asks the question to keep it just the same energy going. R, and not to get it too confusing. E, A, T, U, R, E, D, R, no, is that an R? Yeah, thank you, R. See, if I don't know, for any clarity purposes, they can go to yes, or they can just go right back to the letter. A, G, O, N, S. All right, let's go ahead and switch again, you guys, if you don't mind. Okay. Well, we've used this already, so why don't we use this one?
Okay.
Let's use the rose quartz. Again, it's smooth, it's a nice shape. You can use any stone. Coins work fabulously too, you guys. All right. All right, let's finish where you were. I think I'm going to use 2 fingers to start. Oh, it's nice and smooth. I love this. A, N, I have to go to 1 finger. D, U, N, G, O, N, E. Okay, for us, when we work the board, it stops here in an empty space. That's how we know the message is over with. All right, so let's see what they had to say. When I meet you in the UK at this wonderful event, Sage Paracon, I'll share with you more about these different beings with whom I speak, because it gets pretty interesting, to say the least. Okay, they want. I can see right now it finished up where they started originally when we were using this little CD. Living on this mystical, magical island, once the home of many magical creatures, dragons and unicorns, cyclops and gargoyles. Where have you gone?
Oh, that's interesting.
They want to know where they've gone. So this is just a beginning of a question. Of course, there was so much more they wanted to say, but I just wanted to really introduce myself to you, also introduce my work, and so you can meet my board partner who will not be traveling to the UK. But I'm hoping I can work with you guys as a board partner, and to also let you think about the different things you can use, to make your own boards and have your own planchettes. It doesn't have to be too complicated.
Yeah, simpler the better.
That's right, simpler the better. Anyway, I look forward to meeting you guys. Come on out November 8th to the 11th. You can find more information here at this link or below, and I look forward to meeting you. It's going to be a great, spooky, fun time. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.